What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. We're on episode 7. We are we working now. Uh, we did one Friday. Now it's Monday. We about to put out a short one. The one Friday, that's like an hour. That's gonna be the longest podcast that we've done. It's like an hour 20. I ain't gonna lie. But this one's gonna be a little shorter. I'm your host as always, Ant. With me, I have the bros with me. What's up? Say what's up to everybody. Dom,
What's going on with y'all?
how you feeling, Jerry?
Was good, feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, it's Monday. It doesn't really feel like a Monday though. It went by fast for me. I don't know about y'all. Yeah, but Mondays is my work
Same.
from home day, so it's gonna be a little short. Um, we past weekend we had some great, some not so great NFL games. I'm not gonna talk a little bit about the Panthers. That was a tough watch. They I don't even want to talk about it.
I'm gonna let y'all know that the Panthers, everybody that's on the Panthers, y'all will be getting a letter in the mail from me. I will find where y'all live.
Yeah, I knew that if we lost to a team, it was going to be the worst team in NFL.
Of course.
Yeah, I think we kind of saw it coming. Did your Patriots win, Jerry? I can't remember.
Yeah, baby. 8-2.
Well,
We tried every chance we tried everything to try to sell it, but we got it.
well, I mean, if y'all look at the episode 6, we talk a lot about NFL. We talk a lot about football. That should be dropping. Well, actually, if this is on YouTube, then episode 6 already dropped. So watch that segment about the NFL football. But we got some good topics coming up. Hopefully, we'll dive a little bit on the rookies of the year so far for the NBA. We got some more stuff we're going to talk about, so just stay tuned. All right, we are into the new season of NBA right now, and the Kia rookie ladder has just been updated, and this is of Tuesday, November 4th. Now we're just going to go through the top 5 in the lead for rookie of the year, and we're just going to talk about it a little bit. Nothing too deep, just how we see it right now, because it's early in the season. Everything could change. I don't even think teams have played 10 games yet, but we're just going to go over it a little bit. So number 1, which was my favorite for rookie of the year, is VJ Edgecombe. It says season stats so far: 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4.9 assists. We can say about 5 assists. Some pretty decent numbers, especially when he's playing right beside Maxi. I would have thought Maxi would have got a little bit more burn, and also not to say McCain is also still out. So who knows if it'll change when Jared McCain comes back? Not sure just yet. Number 2, we have Cedric Coward of the Memphis Grizzlies. Now I don't know too much about this guy just yet, but now that he's on the radar, I'm gonna talk about him a little bit. Dom got his hand like he knows something about Cedric.
Yeah, that bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cedric had committed to Duke.
Mm,
He was supposed to be good. He's supposed to be at Duke right now as we speak, but he decommitted and said, "Yeah, I'm going to the NBA." I can't be mad at to a certain extent, but but he could be hooping like he hooping right now at Duke. That's all I'm saying. That's all
yeah.
I'm saying.
I mean, if he's hooping like this, then he probably would have been going crazy at Duke with the Bennedict
Facts.
Hmm.
brothers right now. So,
Hmm.
and third, we have Cooper Flag of the Dallas Mavericks, number 1 draft pick. Says he is at 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2.9 assists, but we could just say 3. Um, I think it's I, it's still early. I think he may catch his rhythm soon. I can see how there's a lot of pressure on him though. I mean, number 1, they're gonna always expect you to be rookie of the year,
Yeah.
but I expect better things to come. And
Seeing
number
him play
4,
so far this year, he's been looking really comfortable though.
oh yeah, I will say he looked comfortable.
Super smooth, comfortable, not rushed at his own pace. It looks really good this year.
It seems
Hmm.
like right now he just got to figure out his play style with the Mavericks.
They trying to run him at point guard, it seemed like so far though.
He don't need to run that point guard. Respectfully.
I like it. I
Re-
mean, I don't know if it's really working. I don't remember Dallas's uh
Kyrie.
no, no,
yeah.
no, no, no. I don't remember Dallas's record because it's still early. I think they only won like 3 games so far this
Well,
year.
mind you, they had a slow start. They had like a two wins and six losses type of start.
Something like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I mean,
But
he looks good still. You know what I'm
he
saying?
he
So
do.
I'm
But
confident.
this is my thing. If you trying to run Coop as point guard, you know he's not gonna run point guard when Kyrie get back. So you need to run him at the position that you're gonna be running him when Kyrie is there. Okay,
Kyrie likes to run the two though.
but you can't have Coop running one and Kyrie at two. There's no doggone way. It is
I think
no
it's possible.
doggone
I think
way.
it's possible. I don't think it's impossible. Y'all really think it's impossible? I mean, we can talk about this later, but I'm just saying. I don't think it's impossible.
I'm not saying it's impossible. It's more so I don't like it. I
Coop
just
likes to have
think
the ball in his hand though.
I understand that, but even well, Dom can tell me more. So was Coop taking the ball up and down the court at Duke like
High
a
key,
lot?
high key.
Yes, a lot. That's what I'm
Mm,
telling you. Jason Kidd put him there for it. Listen, Jason Kidd is a Hall of Fame. I don't know about Hall of Fame coach. He's definitely a Hall of Fame player. No question about it, right?
yeah.
He's very smart. He knows what he's doing. I have all the confidence in Jason Kidd. That's how I know that it wasn't his idea to get rid of Luka Doncic because he never would have done that. So, but I think Coop, he doing the right thing with Coop.
Okay. Well, I I guess we got to see when Kyrie comes back. When I can't wait for Kyrie to come back, then we'll have to really see how they change the lineup. They may not change it. They might change it. Who knows? I tell you one thing, they will change it depending on that record. Because if they, I don't know what the record is now, but last time I looked, it was like 2-6. If it doesn't get better, then they gotta for sure make some better changes.
Yeah.
And at number four, we have Khan Knippel, Charlotte
My
Hornets.
goat.
Yeah, season stats so far: 14.8 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, and 2.3 assists. Um, I'm liking Khan. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking Khan. And Lamelo's already been out a couple games due to injury, so
Hmm.
might be
Trade that
time.
man.
Might be time for Khan to step up. Who knows? It could become his team. We have to see. It could become his team.
I wasn't
Um,
impressed when I saw him the other weekend, but it's whatever.
you wasn't
Still
impressed by
early.
you wasn't impressed by Khan.
Mm.
Mm,
It's still early. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember his stats, but I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure he got double digits, but it wasn't a very efficient game for him. But
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
So
And last but not least, in fifth place, Dylan Harper of the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be really hard to shine on the Spurs. They are looking nice right now. Mind you, um, De'Aaron Fox is back,
mm,
and apparently they just played all three together. Rookie of the Year from last year, Castle, Wimby, and De'Aaron Fox, and apparently they all had 20 plus. They call
mm.
them the Big Three in Spurs, so it's gonna be hard. I mean, as a rookie of Dylan Harper coming in, I can tell how it's going to be a little hard to get his points up and whatnot,
Mhm.
especially if they got so many. I mean, man, the Spurs are looking good. I'm not gonna lie.
But he,
But
he
that dude
averaging
Castle,
he yeah, that boy Castle tough. He averaging
that's
14 though, so he's still
No,
doing
he's
his due diligence.
for sure,
So
for sure. Nah, yeah, but yeah, everybody else, man, around the Spurs, they looking good. They looking good. Um, it looks like wow, they got the other five. I guess we
they got
could
the
look at
next
the top
five
10.
too.
Yeah,
There's a
I
name
mean,
not on here. I
talk
think it's
about.
pretty interesting. So you can keep going if you want.
Okay, well, we just run through it. We ain't got to even go into the stats. Number six, Jeremiah Fears of the Pelicans.
he low key tough.
Lucky
Buckets.
tough. I haven't really been paying attention. Trey Johnson, Wizards. We not watching Wizards games over here, so
Oh,
I mean
take it.
that's that.
Go ahead and be
Colin
honest with you. Yep.
Colin Murray Bulls of the Raptors is number eight. Not
We ain't
looking at
watching that
Raptors
neither.
game. Yeah.
We not
Uh,
watching.
No.
We
Ryan
watching that for
Paul.
BI and free that man BI because they put him over there in purgatory. They didn't have to put my man all the way in Toronto, but
Yeah.
they got y'all see the video. He pouring water on Scotty Barnes and stuff. Get my man BI out of Toronto. He don't deserve to be
Send
there.
him to Charlotte.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take him. We'll take
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, we take him. Speaking of Charlotte, number nine, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Charlotte
He's
Wasn't
low key
Hornets.
been
impressed.
an upset. Like I ain't gonna lie. I had high hopes for him. He let me down.
Yeah.
Was not impressed when I went to go see them. He was getting dogged. Listen, he was doing so bad. People was chanting to for the coach to put in Mason Plumlee.
That's Mason
Mason.
Plumlee. Look, don't disrespect Mason
No, no,
now.
no, 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 no disrespect. I was telling them to do the same thing because they still had Rudy Gobert, you know, when they was because they was Charlotte was playing Minnesota, right? They got Rudy and they got doggone Nas Reed. He's
That's
six, what?
facts.
He's 6'10", 6'11". They ain't getting no rebounds, and he down there struggling. Ryan Kalkbrenner, he was not doing well. So I was
Yeah.
like, please put in Mason Plumlee. At least he got some size down there, you know. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. So he's
I
at
like number
nine.
10 on this list too.
Derek Queen.
Yes,
Yes.
He
Yeah.
he from
nice.
He is.
I forgot where he went to college. Was it Tech? It wasn't Texas Tech. Hmm.
I think he went to who's not going fast enough for me. I remember him from
Oh,
last year though. I remember you know what one thing that kind of throws me off about him?
Maryland.
I, huh?
Maryland.
Wait, what?
He
Derek
went to
Queen went to
Maryland.
Maryland University.
Oh, Maryland.
Sorry, Maryland.
Bro, when I I don't know why, but when I said something throws me off, it sounded like he said, "Yeah, his hairline," and I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
I need to get some new. Oh man, I need to get some. Dre Beats, go ahead and sponsor the kid
Sponsor.
and throw some. I done had these for about 10 years, but yeah, he went to Maryland. I will say this might sound kind of crazy, but his build is kind of wild to me. He kind of seems like he's out of shape, but he's not out of shape. Uh,
Hmm.
Sneaky athleticism. But
Hmm.
I've seen not a lot from the Pelicans. I've seen a little bit. I've seen Zion's not hooping like that. I think we kind
he's
of
injured right now.
yeah, kind of
We
called
got
that
time to talk
early.
about it or no?
Nah,
Go
we ain't
ahead.
talking. We can talk about it for like 50 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. We can tell everybody that we was right about him.
And the
um,
game just started. We only literally 9 games in,
ridiculous.
and we know
Uh,
everything we need to know about it.
who were the person that you wanted to mention?
Where is Ace Bailey?
Yeah, he hasn't been
Mm,
hooping.
He hasn't been hooping. I'm
yeah.
looking up his stats now, and I don't know. He only averaging like 6 points a game, 1.6 assists, 3 rebounds. That ain't good.
Not at all. Not at all.
That ain't good.
Uh-uh. Send him to the G League.
Uh he was drafted what, like number, was it
Five.
top five? It was top five, right?
He was
I
drafted fifth,
think
I
so.
believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but he was supposed
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
higher, but apparently his agent told him to not show up to practices with other teams, and that dropped him lower. So
Mm.
yeah,
Send
The
him to.
entitlement is absolutely crazy,
It
and
is.
that's what drives me nuts about some of these rookies. Sometimes is they get told these things like, "Nah, man, you can, by they get told these things by their camp, so to speak. Like, nah, man, you go do what you want to do. You gonna get drafted. Go somewhere you want to go." That is not how that works, champ. You go wherever you need to go to get that check, and then when you can become a free agent, you can go wherever you want. But the entitlement is absolutely insane to me.
yeah. All right, now to end this topic, I guess we should go ahead and say who we think is gonna. Well, we got a top three right here. We got VJ, Cedric Coward, and Cooper Flag. Who we think gonna win Rookie of the Year? Dom, who you think gonna end up winning it?
Now, we gotta go back and look at that interview that VJ had. But he said, yeah, we lived off a generator for years, but he started crying in his interview. So respectfully, that man is hungry. It's gonna be between him and then the sleeper, Con Knebel. I got a feeling that he's gonna like hoop out just a little bit, figure it out with the Hornets. Because as we mentioned before, Melo's been getting hurt. You can't doggone rely on him to do nothing but get hurt. So I feel like Khan's gonna have to take a step up, and he's gonna realize that. So I feel like it's gonna be between VJ and Khan.
Okay, yeah, I, that's a pretty. I do like the sleeper. I am an underdog type of guy. Junior, who do you think is gonna end up winning it?
I think it's gonna be VJ as well. Although I will say this guy Cedric Coward with Memphis, I have seen him play a few times, and he gets after it, man. I mean, defensively he's solid, and I mean he just converts tough shots. He's solid, But I think all in all, I think Coop is in the best situation. Um, so I think that once Kyrie gets back and they kind of get their offense going again, I think maybe he'll be able to hopefully get a little more comfortable with Kyrie out there too. Maybe take a little bit of the pressure off from all the ball handling responsibilities. And so yeah, I think it's gonna be between certainly the top three between VJ, Cedric, and Coop. But my money's on Coop.
Yeah, I also think it's going to be between VJ or Coop. Hopefully, hopefully nobody gets injured. That's what I hope doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Um, Me personally, I think VJ. Uh, I see. I don't know why. I see Anthony Edwards type of mentality in VJ every time I see him hoop.
You know what's crazy? Me and my boss, shout out you, Alex, was talking about this because he's the only person I can talk hoops with at my job. Me and him was talking about it, how he has like a AE play style, but he low key shoot better than AE. He has the same AE build, athleticism. It's just that he shoots better than AE. So shout out to VJ, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
VJ.
Yeah, but that is top three's take on the top 10 NBA rookies. Who knows? Maybe Kia will put out a new rookie ladder. Maybe after the Christmas games. Maybe it'll be a little bit more. It could be a lot different. And it's funny is like Christmas is only like a month or some change away. So after those games, it might be a huge difference. Who knows? Maybe Khan will be number one and Colt Brenner's number two, and Charlotte's just on a 20-game winning streak. But hey, I'm a dude who's no
That ain't
Hornets fan,
happening.
so yeah, we can dream sometimes. All right, so I know I usually have slides right before the video, and you may be thinking to yourselves, well, what made them think of a topic like this? This is Dom's topic. I'm gonna be honest, and it's an interesting topic. And I don't even know how we're gonna tackle this topic. Basically, would Curry still be Curry if he went to another team other than the Warriors? Now I'm switching it up a little bit because I'm gonna start. I usually ask Dom or Jay to start. I'm gonna start, and I think it's so many variables for a different team other than the Warriors to allow Curry to be Curry, because to allow somebody to have the green light like that. I mean, Curry was doing some crazy shots that I've never seen before. And yes, they go in, which is the wild thing. But like, say for example, some other player does some crazy mess like Curry be doing, and say for example it don't go in, they getting pulled on the bench like immediately. I always think about I forgot what game it was that Curry like he was dribbling and then he went between behind and he stepped back and shot the ball. I don't know what game it was,
Fading.
but you say what?
Has a that boy is fading
Yeah, he
while
was
shooting.
fading like a fading while shooting a three. And the best part about it is that they panned to Steve Kerr's face, and
Facial
he was
expression.
like, and then it went, and he was like, Steph Curry just got the green light like that. And I know that sounds wild, but I don't think no other team other than the Warriors would allow that to happen. Um, so I think like on a different team, like say for example like a 76ers or like a Doc Rivers if we're going to go back in the day when he was drafted, Doc was still with the Celtics, right? Ray Allen had a burner. However, I don't think he had the green light like Curry did. So it's kind of I in my opinion, I don't think Curry would still be Curry if he was on any other team. And because we've had some people who can shoot threes, like, we've had people that can shoot threes, do some crazy stuff. But I've never seen anybody have that green light like Curry does. So that's just my take on it, My, uh, you know. But I'm gonna since Dom thought of the topic, I'm gonna let Dom talk about if Curry would still be Curry if he went to another team other than the Warriors.
So here's my take on that. I believe that he still would have been Curry eventually, just not that early. Because this is during a time to where Steve Curry was just, I ain't gonna say he was, yeah, he was kind of new to coaching. So you have a shooter like that coming out of Davidson. And he was shooting like that in Davidson. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you handle the rock. I'm gonna let you have your way for a little bit. But I do feel like if he had went to like a Greg Popovich team or just a different coaches team, I feel like they would have at least been like, hey, look, you got to take some better shots in there or do that, this, that, and third. But I feel like maybe I'm just guessing, maybe by his fifth year, they would have seen how great of a shooter he was and let him start taking some of those shots a little bit more. But that early on in his career, I just couldn't see it if he went on the Warriors.
Yeah. No, yeah, I understand. I mean, like, there's so many variables, but I mean, yeah. Junior, what do you think?
One thing I'm hearing is a lot of Mark Jackson disrespect, and I don't appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know now. That's the first thing. Mark Jackson built that team and put the team the way it was. Let me go ahead and get that out of the way. Steve Kerr was an important part of the development of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, but they were already themselves by the time he got there. So let's keep that close in mind. Mark Jackson is the reason Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were who they were. That's the bottom line. They fired him for whatever reason. I truly think that if he had kept on being the coach of that team, I think they still would have won the championships. Yes, Steve Kerr is a great coach, but he was a new coach. He won his first championship like what? I want to say 2 or 3 years in. You know, if if he had to develop those young men like like y'all are saying that he did, giving him the green light, he had that green light back when Mark Jackson was the coach. Y'all can get out of here with that. Steve Kerr is a great coach, but Mark Jackson's the credit for that. Now, as far as would Steph still be Steph if he was on a different team, I think he could have, but I agree with Dom when he says that it wouldn't have been that early on. It would have taken some time for sure. You mentioned San Antonio. I think Patty Mills had the ultimate green light in San Antonio. Patty
You're
get that
right.
ball, and if he was coming off a pick, a pin down, or whatever the case might be, a double screen, he was launching. He had that green light. So I think Steph could have also had that same green light. Tony Parker was the same way. Tony Parker had the green light. If he wanted to go take a shot, he had all the willpower, and he was fully empowered to go ahead and do that. So I think if he had went, I think it depends on the situation. Like Anthony said, there's a lot of factors. If he had went somewhere where scoring was a priority, like a Mike D'Antoni type of offense, where it's all offense and no defense, yeah, he would have had a green light, and he probably would have been averaging 32, 35 points a game, easy, right? Um, Especially that early on in his career. But I think greatness is always going to be great no matter where it goes, no matter the situation. So I think he would have eventually became who he is, who we know him as today. The best shooter, you know, ever to hold the rock. So I think that's my take on it.
Okay.
No
Oh,
more Mark
by
Jackson respect. I ain't having it.
yeah, no, no, no slander. By the way, so in 2014 he was hired as the coach, and he won
Well, in
in
2015.
2015. So yeah,
Yeah.
his first year actually. So hey, shout out
What
Mark
a
Jackson.
coincidence. He just magically dropped on this, happened to get on this team that was primed and poised and ready to win, and nobody remembers the previous coach. What do I know?
You know
What
what we
do I
need?
know?
You know what we need to do?
Give
We need
that
to
man
have.
Mark Jackson a job too.
Oh
Put
yeah.
him back on TV.
For sure.
Mama, there goes that man.
Oh,
You know what we should have a conversation one of these days to see if Steve Kerr would be as great of a coach as he was if not for Mark Jackson. Could he have put a team just like how Mark? Oh, go ahead, Drink.
No.
nah, I say no
Tight, tight,
too.
tight, 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 tight.
I say
Yeah,
no too.
yeah. So low key, I guess Steve Kerr was handed the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
I ain't gonna lie. I was about to disrespect that man crazy, but that'd be another podcast.
That'd be another podcast. So it looks like Junior says Curry still would be great, and me and Dom says that it might be a little shaky. So We're not disrespecting Curry in any type of way.
Heck
I'm
no.
far from it. It's just that almost getting that Jordan treatment from the Warriors, almost as much as Draymond is, and he punched the guy. So that's kind of crazy. All right, so our next topic, this is a pretty interesting one. Another great topic that I feel like not a lot of people talk about, but it's kind of changing over the years. Is college basketball still a real path to greatness, or has the G League or the overseas route taken over? Not to mention, there are also schools that are allowing kids to kind of go past that college route and go into the NBA. One of them is sponsored by Overtime. Actually, that's where the Thompson twins came in, who were
Mhm.
also top 10 picks and were really good in the NBA right now. And,
Solid.
yeah, really hooping. They're on good teams also. The Pistons, and shout out the Pistons and the Rockets. They are rocking out this year. And not to mention, we have so much talent coming in from overseas. I tell you, it's like, I mean, the best player in the NBA the past couple of years, not even from the US, he's from Serbia. And it's kind of funny. He probably loves racing horses more so than basketball. But yeah, he's the best player in the league. It's kind of crazy how things are just kind of changing nowadays. So, um, what is the real path? Dom, go ahead and take over for us.
So I look at it in like two things. Now you do have where you could coming out of high school, you do have players to where I ain't gonna say that where they're generational talents, so they can go straight to the G League, can go straight to the NBA. But then you also do have players to where they have to go to college up under a great coach to mold them to a certain extent. So when you do that, then you go to the NBA after college. Because when you're in high school, you're young, you have a play style, but that play style might not fit to what the NBA is. So that's where college go into. But then, like you mentioned, overseas, you got to think there is no such thing as college over there. No college hoops. When you go to the league, you're hooping against people that's in the NBA. Like I give you a prime example. It's this boy named Mika. Mika is like 7 foot, and he hooped on RWE. Shout out Cam Wilder's AAU team. He hooped on there. Buddy was like, "Yeah, I'm not coming back to the States. I'm hooping across seas." I think within his first 5 games, he was hooping against Jokic. That's a test right there. That's a test right there. So it separates over there. You're separating the boys from the men. So I say respectfully, I say within the next 10 years, we're not going to be talking about college hoops like that.
Mm.
Hmm. That okay. I mean, I could totally see that. Um, I I do love overseas hoops. The fact that you could be so young and play against grown men, what Dom said, that's why Luca's so good. I mean, Luca's been playing against grown ups since he was 15, 16, and that's why I feel like he has that type of mentality going into the NBA. And I forgot, I think Joker, they were asking him about how different it is from hooping back in where he's from at the NBA. And it's my favorite quote. It's my favorite quote. He says, "Brother, I played in Serbia." And if you look at how those fans overseas are when it comes to some basketball, man, boy, you better be good.
It's,
I
it's
feel
like
like
life or death with them.
They'll
I
let
tell
you
you
know for
what,
sure.
The
they will
facts.
let you know for sure. Junior, what do you think about how all these new up and coming rookies should they go to college or should they go overseas get a bag or you know what should they do?
It's interesting. You mentioned Dom mentioned that in 10 years he don't think nobody gonna be talking about college hoops. Let me ask y'all a question. When was the last time y'all actually watched some overseas hoops? Like
It's been
really?
a long time, long time.
Was a long time. I mean, you don't what ever?
I watched LaMelo on the Australia team, and that's it.
So that's a few years ago. I tell
Yeah.
you what, I've never watched any overseas hoops. One, because we don't have access. That's the first thing. I did through NBA League Pass. I was able to watch Weminyama back when he before he came to the NBA. Was that 2 years ago? Before he came to the NBA, I was able to watch him. On that. That's the only time I've ever seen overseas hoops. Over here in the US, we have access to a lot of things. Watching their hoops over there is it's not high on our list, but the OTE and all that. I think that's the league, right? That with them young cats. I think that's a great thing. That's a whole school, really. I think that's awesome. And the Thompson twins are a prime example. However, that guy that Dom said he ain't trying to come back over here and hoop in the NBA. He want to stay overseas. Sound like he's scared.
Nah, I ain't gonna say he
He
said he's
might
not
not
coming
be
over
good
here in
enough to hoop
college.
in the NBA is really what it is.
He's not
We
coming
got
back.
some dogs. We got dogs here in the US. Everybody that hoops overseas, what's their goal at the end of the day? To come to the NBA and hoop. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much make money you making overseas. The money is here in the NBA. If you're the type of cat to be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna just kick it over here, you're probably just not good enough to be in the NBA. That's the bottom line. But I'll digress on that point. Now, as far as are people still going to go through the college ranks? Absolutely. Number one reason is because of NIL. Everybody gonna be making money in college now. Now, if it was the same old NCAA where cats can't make money, off their name while they're in college, I might agree with you over the course of 10 years. However, it is still college is still the route to go. You polish your game because understand something. High school, one thing, let me tell you something. I don't really like high school basketball culture, the what we see commonly nowadays, right? So like, the celebrating and the embarrassing your opponent and stuff like that. Like there's a certain level of class that goes along with hooping, right? You don't learn that in high school, really and truly, depending on who your coaches are. Coming into maybe going to OTE, it's a little different, but they still push you to, be the best you can. Again, Thompson twins, they were a totally different breed. But when you go through college, your game gets polished, right? Don't get me wrong, it gets polished overseas too because you're playing against grown men out there. There's no, it's either you in high school, like you in school ranks, or you a pro. There's no in between, right? So you got to go to college to get to polish your game and get really good. Learn how to play with a team. Learn how to play in a system. Learn how to take criticism because you're gonna get a lot of that in the pros, right? So college is still an important step. Now it's not for everybody, and that's okay. But again, I think with NIL, college is much more appealing, right? So I think now with NIL being out, we're gonna see college ain't going nowhere. Everybody's still going through the college ranks. Everybody's still gonna make that little bit of money while they're in college, and then try to get into the NBA where everybody in the world is trying to come. Let's be honest, and I think that's just the bottom line. So
Okay. All right, Don, go ahead.
I got a question on that though. You brought out a great point.
I know
The
that's why
only reason,
I wasn't
oh,
blowing smoke, but
oh,
anyway.
tight, 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 tight. The only reason why we're not talking about overseas hoops is because we don't have access to it. If we had more access to it, we'll be talking about it a lot more. It'll be a lot more light shined on it. They probably get paid higher. That's the reason why I'm saying that. All right, go ahead.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
So bring more light to it. Bring more light to it for 5 years.
Why?
5 years.
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
We got college. Listen,
What?
most of these overseas cats we don't really hear about until they about to get drafted. And it's like, oh yeah, this dude over here been cooking for 4 years over there in Serbia or in France or wherever. He been averaging, Victor Wembanyama numbers since he came out of high school. He 22 years old over there cooking. And we're like, okay, cool. And then we see him when he come, and then we see, some little clips about him and stuff like that. And then he come to the pros, and we're like, oh, this guy is good. But did anybody watch him? No.
That's because we can't though. That's because we can't. We did have I forgot Buddy's name that hooped in the Olympics. They seen him hoop in the Olympics.
Against Team USA.
Yes,
I
yeah.
remember.
And guess where he's at right now? The
Didn't he get
NBA.
where he
He's in
get?
the NBA.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, he only
But
got
but
recognized
that's
because they were
because
hooping against Team USA though,
He only got recognized because he came against the big dogs. That's
and
all
because
I'm saying.
he don't know LeBron.
for sure he did dunk on Bron.
Yeah, but who really
That was
got
kind
the
of crazy.
dub on when
But
it was
that's what
all
I'm
said and
saying.
done?
Bring
True
more
statement.
light to overseas hoops. Let's do that for at least 5 years. We'll be talking about it a lot more.
Well, the only thing is that you have to also take into the consideration of the time change. I'm not going to be up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning to watch some hoops,
Nope,
Because
respectfully.
that's
weird.
where it's all
And
at.
that's and
We
yeah, and that's why other people. I hate to be in another place during NBA or college season. Like, say I'm in China, I have to stay up to like 2, 3 in the morning just to see LeBron against some teams. It's
It's
tough.
hard enough to watch a doggone West Coast college game. UCLA,
yes.
USC playing somebody. We barely up for that. It's 10 o'clock. I'm like, dude, out. The TV's watching me. Ain't nobody watching it. So you telling me you can watch somebody that's 6 hours ahead of us? You at work, supposedly, right? You supposed to be at work. They 7 hours ahead. Or, if it's somebody that's, a 12-hour difference, it just don't work. We don't have the access for a reason. It don't work.
Re-aired. That's all I'm saying. Re-aired.
I mean, if
You can
they
do it
re-aired
like
it, I
that.
could see it, or give it like more, let ESPN kind of cover it like in the morning, like how ESPN was covering Wemby before he came to the NBA. Just kind of do the same thing. Give us some highlights or something, and who knows, maybe give us some replays or something. Because I mean, ESPN. I mean, there's some shows on ESPN that nobody really care for. Just hey, this game was
Easy,
from
bud. Easy.
oh my fault. But there's some stuff on the ESPN network that nobody really checking for. Hey, how about we got this dude who's going to be entering the draft next year? He's going to be top five. Nobody know a lot. Let's just show his game because he went crazy for like 30 points. I can see that, but staying up to watch it from start to finish, those 11 o'clock NBA games are hard as it is. Actually, no, they're 10 o'clock, but they end at like 1 in the morning. I can't.
Look, it's 9 p.m. right now, and I'm struggling. What you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, okay, so kind of top threes mixed. I don't think college is going nowhere. Especially, I will say one thing. This is my last thing I'm gonna say. Once them people start thinking about where they want to go, and then those colleges come up to you with them NIL deals, I think it's really good for those who know that they're going to be really good in college, but not good in the NBA. So hey, get your 4 years, make you some money,
Hey,
try to go for NBA, but
get your bread. Yep.
get the bread while you can. Shoot, because ain't no telling when you get to NBA, you're gonna be like Jimmer Federer. Is that his name?
Jimmer Fredette.
Yeah, Fredette. Really good college hooper. Just never transpired in the NBA. So get your money while you can.
Oh well.
That is all for the podcast today. A little shorter than usual, but we trying to get some good stuff out to the people as much as possible. So um, as always, we have our top three special. Basically, what that is that we have a topic and we tell y'all what our top three is. And last week it was our top three villains, and this week we are doing our top three favorite college hoopers of all time since college season just started last week. Now, I usually let Junior and Dom go first, but I'm gonna go first this time. And spoiler
Selfish.
alert, they're all UNC players. So I'm gonna have to go with my favorite guard of all time from UNC, and I'm gonna put Joel Berry in there. Now, Joel Berry, undersized, man. He wasn't that tall, but boy, did he get buckets. 3 point specialist, finisher specialist, playmaking specialist. Oh man, we won some. I think we won one or two championships with him. Those were the Williams years. So man, I miss Joel Berry. I hate it didn't. I think he was a little too undersized for NBA, which sucks because I wanted to see him more. But hey, shout out Joel Berry. Number two, Marcus Page.
Oh my
Now
God.
look,
Them bad
I,
feet he had, man. Golly.
Go easy, go easy on Marcus, man. Look, Marcus also a bucket. He was with Joel Berry, Bryce, all them. Man, those are some good years. Um, I hate that he didn't leave. That one year, he was a top 10 pick for the NBA, but he decided to stay another year. I hate he didn't leave because he could have
Typical
been.
selfish UNC behavior.
I
Facts.
mean,
Can't let him go.
Unlike
Facts.
Duke, we don't want no one and dones. We're the actual brotherhood over here. We'll give
So,
you
You
so you
want
one.
rather
people
ruin
not
their
to you want people not to get paid. That's what it is.
so you rather
Whoa,
ruin
whoa,
people's
whoa, whoa, whoa,
futures.
whoa. Hey, look, them boys is getting paid. Maybe not
You would
like
rather
now.
ruin somebody's future to keep them at UNC. They could be a doggone top 10 draft pick, but guess what they gonna do?
Stay all
Stay at
3 years.
UNC. Hush
Mm.
it
3
up, son.
years.
Hey,
Hush
Tear
it up.
ACL, tear the
wasn't
Achilles, can't
I
make it.
didn't Duke like get in trouble for paying under the table when they weren't supposed to pay their college players like millions of
Every
dollars?
college do that. Every
Yeah, but
college
You
do
just
that.
yeah, but
said them boys
y'all
got
got
paid,
caught.
Anthony.
Yeah, I'm talking about Dom's people. Hey, look, listen. We veering away from the subject, which is that's gonna take me to my third favorite player. This is a sleeper. Y'all wouldn't even expect this. JP Tukato. Now
Oh
look,
wow.
y'all don't know that this is an underrated UNC player, but I love a dude who can jump. And JP, he could jump. I really chose him, which is kind of crazy because I could have chose Vince Carter, but I'm choosing players that I saw when I was growing up. And Tokudo had bunnies, like he could jump for real, and that's why he's up there. I mean, he had a couple just some crazy dunks that's always going to be in the vault. Now I do have a runner up, and I have a runner up because his longevity in the NBA. And I saw him the other day hooping. I'm like, wow, he's still in the league. Runner up is Harrison Barnes. Man, my goat's still out there
Bunch of
running,
respect for
man.
Harrison, man.
I I
Mhm.
love me some Harrison Barnes. He got himself a championship ring with the Warriors, if I'm not mistaken, and
Hmm.
he's on the starting. No, he's coming off the bench for the Spurs, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure
I
yet.
think
I
he
I
can't.
might
thought he
be
was starting.
starting.
He is starting.
I think so.
Hmm. He
Shout out
be
my man
hooping.
here.
Yeah.
Shout out my man
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes, man. I tell you, it's good to see. You don't get a lot of UNC alumni out there still in the league, as much as the Duke alumni nowadays. So, Harrison Barnes, your longevity needs to be studied, man. Needs to be studied. All right, well, that's my top three. Let's go ahead and go with Junior. Junior, go ahead and give us your top three, man.
My top three is because I don't really have much of a college team. So I kind of went like a different route where I just wanted to really kind of just, pick people that were known, yes, for their college time, but also they were mostly known for their NBA time. But the first name I got is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So he went to UCLA back in like the late 60s, and nobody's probably ever seen him play. But the stats that this man had during those championship runs that he got at UCLA, I think he got like two or three national championships. His stats were crazy. He was so dominant. And I mean, you see, he carried that right on into the NBA too. So I got a lot of appreciation for the college game. So shout out Kareem. My second name is Magic Johnson, and I kind of put Magic and Larry Bird in that same like as one for me because their college careers ran in conjunction to each other, and their national championship game that they had where Magic beat Bird, it was such a good rivalry, honestly. And Michigan versus Indiana, it was all the rave at that time because you had the country split down the middle. Like, do I want to go with the black guy? Do I want to go with the white guy? But everybody had this mutual respect for these hoopers, at the time. So shout out to Magic and Larry. And my third name is KD. His time in Texas, Kevin Durant's time in Texas was amazing. Freshman year, he got player of the year, national player of the year. He was special, and just watching him in college, you knew that he was gonna be something special in the NBA. So shout out to him. I also want to give a special shout out to somebody that was a female college hooper, and that's Maya Moore. Her time in UConn was special. You talk about somebody that needed to be studied. She was a specimen. She was like the perfect WNBA player. And then she won, I think, like I think she stayed all 4 years. I think she won 2 national championships, went on into the NBA, won championships there, MVP, Rookie of the Year, gold medal, highly decorated. Shout out to Maya Moore, man. Her time at UNC was, UConn was special.
No, awesome. Can't forget about the female hoopers. Can't forget about the female hoopers. Dom, go ahead and get your top three, man.
This is in no order whatsoever. But my first one, Duke alumni, Christian Laettner.
Boo.
Anywho, but just think that man, he brought Duke 2 championships. And then he had an iconic shot, full court thrown, catch it at the free throw line, shimmy, fade over the shoulder in overtime. I think that was against Kentucky. I think it was against Kentucky. And then he had 4 straight Final Four appearances while he was all in college. I mean, all in college. My number 2, UNC alumni, crazy pool, Luke May. Luke May. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I seen Luke May touch that court, my heart dropped a little bit. Like, you know that man's gonna put work in. And he had a crazy shot, pure like butter. And he was a big body too. He'll get down there and get boards. Man. But that's enough about, UNC. That's the only time I let UNC shine in my book.
Type.
Number 3, Bill Walton. He brought also 2 national championships to UCLA. And then the craziest stat of his career, he only missed 1 shot in a championship game. He went 21 of 22 shots.
He was a hooper, man.
A hooper.
Straight footwork.
Yeah. They was comparing his play style to Kareem's. That junk was crazy.
It was crazy. Nasty.
Yeah. Man.
Well,
my mama have college have fallen off.
It ain't the same, man.
It's not.
It ain't the same.
It's not the same. But that is a wrap on episode 7.
Hold on.
Oh gosh.
We still waiting for these sponsorships.
Yeah.
Look. This Cookout Cup, y'all can't see it. If you don't recognize the colors, you ain't living your life right. Cookout Golden sponsors.
Yeah, and Jerry used to be a team lead at Cookout too, so we got Cookout alumni in here. Yeah, but that's a wrap. Right. That's a wrap on episode 7, man. Good podcast, real good podcast. We're trying to knock out more. Now we're trying to work around our schedules, knock out more entertainment for everybody. It's like a little shorter podcast, but you got like an hour 30 on episode 6. So, if it was too short, go back and watch episode 6 again. But make sure you follow us on all social media, Top 3 Bushy, Top 3 at Bushy. And other than that, I'm just going to say peace.